Hey friends, welcome back to Jenny Food and My Kitchen. Today we are going to revisit a Christmas morning win. I'm talking about pimento cheese sausage balls. They were a huge hit for our Christmas morning get together, but these sausage balls would be perfect as a game day appetizer, as a party appetizer, or heck, my husband would even like them on a random Thursday morning with a few scrambled eggs. So let's make these. All right, friends, first of all, with these ingredients, we are going to make kind of a sort of a pimento cheese spread to start out with, and then we will add our sausage and our Bisquick mix at the end. So I'm going to start by grating this block of cheddar cheese. Now I have Sharp, extra sharp also works really well. I have an 8-ounce block of cream cheese, a whole jar of pimentos, yes, a little bit of mayonnaise, some salt, some onion powder, and some garlic powder, and we will put that pimento cheese kind of spread together first, and then to that we'll add a pound of breakfast sausage and a cup and a half of our baking mix. So let's get these balls going. First thing I'm doing is I'm just grating that cheddar cheese with a regular box grater right into my bowl. Now I did make this for Christmas morning. I went ahead and I made this kind of pimento cheese spread. I mean, it has a little more cream cheese than a normal pimento cheese spread would have, but that's kind of for the recipe. But I made that the night before, and then morning of, I just added the sausage and the Bisquick and then baked it off. And we always do, we go to our daughter and son-in-law's house for breakfast and kind of, you know, kids get to open presents and we just hang out. Sometimes we'll play games a little bit until the afternoon on Christmas. And so while my son-in-law and daughter make breakfast, I just thought I would bring something that would serve sort of as an appetizer. And since that branch of the family, the grandkids, are a little bit older, I figured they might be willing to try these pimento cheese sausage balls. And I'm so glad I made them because they were a hit and they disappeared quickly as the kids were making breakfast. All right, cheese is grated. So to that, I'm just going to add our 8-ounce block of cream cheese. Now I let that sit out just a little bit to soften. And then I went ahead and I drained my jar of pimentos. I'm just going to add that entire jar. And so this really does have like, that pimento really does give this like a pimento cheese flavor, and it's so good. Now I'm just going to add about a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. And of course I have the avocado mayonnaise because that's what I use. So that's a good 1/4 cup. Get that right in there. Now you could absolutely substitute this first part with store-bought pimento cheese and then just add an extra half a brick of cream cheese if you wanted to. And then we're just going to go in with our spices. I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and just a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You can go in with your clean hands, as I'm going to do, or you could get like a potato masher or something to go ahead and put this all together. I will take off my ring and just get in there and mix this all together. It's the quickest way to do it. And then we will go ahead and add our sausage and our biscuit mix. All right, our pimento cheese spread is done and ready to go. So now we are just going to mix the rest of this recipe right in the bowl. I'm going to add my 1.5 cups of biscuit mix right in there. And that looks like a good 1.5 cups. And now I'm just going to kind of piece my sausage in there. That way when I go to smush it, I don't have to smush it like from a whole tube. I'm just going to break those into pieces. And this recipe makes like a good amount of sausage balls. So really, I think Christmas morning we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us for breakfast, and this was plenty. Like, so this will feed kind of a big family. I think today I will actually freeze some of these so my husband can have them for breakfast later in the week. All right, and again, we go in with our best tool and just start mixing everything together and making sure everything is just well incorporated. All of that Bisquick mix and our pimento cheese and our sausage. So this is just gonna take a few minutes to kind of mix this around. I'm a mess already, but our sausage ball mixture is all together. That just took a couple minutes. And then now I'm just gonna kind of shape these into like a meatball size. You can make these kind of bigger or smaller. I just like meatball size. And then we are gonna bake them in a 400 oven. I've got my oven preheated. So once I have these all rolled out, I will go ahead and bake those for 20 minutes at 400, and then I will check them after 20 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's what it took. All right, friends, and that is our last ball. Now it looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 32, 34 sausage balls out of that mix. And those are just an average kind of meatball size. So I will get these into our 400-degree oven and I will check them in 20 minutes. So I will see you in 20 minutes. All right, friends, as you can see, our sausage balls did their 20 minutes in the oven. Now these came out really nice. They're a little bit softer than the ones I made Christmas morning. And I think because I was in a hurry Christmas morning and there was just about an extra, like maybe 1/3 of a cup to a 1/2 a cup of Bisquick mix in the bottom of my box. And so I'm pretty sure I dumped it all in. So I think the ones I made on Christmas Day were just a smidge denser. These are very tasty. I've already had like 3 of them. So good. That pimento cheese flavor is but I do like them just a slightly smidge denser than this, so I will reflect that in the recipe below. But friends, these would work as a breakfast appetizer, as a game day appetizer, as a party food, and if you like pimento cheese, you are going to love these, so make them. As always, subscribe, like, share these recipes if you like them. Leave a comment about your sausage balls and how you do it. I would love to hear it. We'll see you soon, friends. Bye for now.